want to live in a bubble world. Four, three, two, let's burn it. That's right. Welcome, ladies and germ dogs. I am the one, the only, the fantabulous Freddy Flattemus. And you're watching Get to the Point. All right. We got ourselves an interesting final show this day. It is, indeed, we are looking at Tuesday. It's the 5 o'clock edition of Get to the Point, November 23rd. I'm Freddy Flattemus, your host. I'm here to get to the point, and hopefully we all learn something after a few of these. I like to follow the news, do some commentary. You're welcome to chip in there and do some commenting yourself. Do a subscription, a like, any of that business if you like. I can't say that the quality is great. We are having some difficulties with our crew. Don't talk about, well, Mr. Mark Gravner is a dear friend of mine, but he's having an issue with me in this mask mandate thing, which, by the way, I repeat, as we may have spoken last episode, is Oregon is now a free state of the mask. They are letting the mask go outside. You don't have to wear a mask outside no more, unless you just want to humiliate yourself and do it in a sign of humiliation, which some people are into around here. They're very good artists. Kind of reviewing the top things of the day. The Brandon administration, new whistleblower aspect of the mandate, where the businesses are self-reporting to OSHA, and all I can say, Mr. Dodge, if you want to let Mr. Gravner know, where I come from, we call that snitches get stitches, bitches. Snitches get the stitches. Because they bitch. And they bitch. And once you enable them to bitch, they will not stop bitching. Can you hear me? All right. I don't know. Maybe we're having some difficulties hearing each other. Today we have some, I'll get right to it. Let's get to the top news updates I have for today, the 22nd. It's 2 days before Turkey Day. One of my favorite holidays, Turkey Day. Turkey and a Coke. Okay. Well, as I said, I am indeed your host, Freddy Flattemus. We are watching Get to the Point, and I will, as soon as I can get to camera 2. There we are. Thank you. And what I was looking at was the story here. Let's take a gander, if we can, into Studio C. And today's sponsor for this final episode on November 22nd is the Jeff Dodge Peasant Revolution band. Yes, and they have albums available. Is this CDs? CDs? I don't know if they make CDs anymore like this. This looks pretty old. Does this even work? Blues Country. They even print it. It's a DVD or a CD? Yeah. All right. Sunset Story. So the Jeff Dodge Peasant Revolution Bands, Trench Digger Production Studio, always our corporate sponsor. And yes, getting to it. Let's get to the top of the news. Today we have indeed some good stuff. What was I looking at here? Well, that's just nothing. We do have Sabby Sabs is covering an interesting story about Malcolm X's daughter's past day. I'm unclear of the situation entirely. Sabby Sabs is someone we follow, a great young new journalist out there. So you can tune in, get anything, any news. I have a link, but I had something interesting there. The Twitter was afire, with as it usually is, with nothing much, but well, let's see what's happening. We got a family attorney confirming Brian Landry's cause of death. We have a man in a wheelchair assaulted and robbed in KK. New guy, Pete Davidson. Holy hell, what is going on? And we'll just move along there. I don't like to see such violence. Sean Reynolds of Real Estate Podcast, he had an interesting story here. Let's take a look at some of this.
He had a ton of editorial pieces, but this one's pretty good. It's from the Seattle Times, of all places, and believe it or not, the Seattle Times, their editorial board is fairly, I hate to say it, conservative. What? Shocking. Seattle conservative? What? No, say isn't so. It's so. Voters should recall Shama Sawant. She is the socialist, probably one of the highest profile socialist politicians in the United States. She's on that level.
Is that the vice president?
And we've had some stuff go sideways with her. And we've got a little recall auction going on. December 7th, so right now, ballots are being sent out to her district.
I don't think it's too early at all.
An anti-election is what I call it. Because it's not really an election. We're not an elector. It's a recall vote. Anti-election vote. We elected you, now we'd like to anti-elect you. It's what we're doing. And the Seattle Times.
There you go. Some Seattle Times in the Sawant character is fighting a recall election. That is some of the news. Moving along, that is some of your Pacific Northwest news. Going on the international stage, we have coming in from the WION. This is India, and they are telling us what the Taliban is doing with our money now. So President Brand administration is kind of quiet about this. So I went to the India, and this is the report.
Now, as the humanitarian situation continues to widen in Afghanistan, Taliban rulers are now trying their luck to persuade global leaders to unfreeze their funds. Latest to the list is the recent call by Taliban acting foreign minister
freezing their assets off.
The growing crisis, Mutaki has now called on the U.S. to immediately release Afghanistan's central bank assets. During a recent interview, Mutaki said U.S. is no longer...
Mutaki, I would not want to tangle with that fella in a dark alley.
Logical justification. Ali Mutaki had sent a letter to the U.S. Congress urging the lawmakers to free the Afghan assets, citing the intense economic and humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan. U.S. however rejected the request, saying that the new regime needs to earn legitimacy first. United Nations, meanwhile, has pushed for an urgent action to prop up Afghanistan's banks, warning that a spike in loan defaults and crunch in cash liquidity will lead to the collapse of the financial system within months.
And there you go. There you go. The best laid plans. the deeds go unpunished or something like that. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Oh yes, this is a good one. Once again, I have to turn to Sky News Australia to find out what's going on in my own country here. But this is interesting. This is Sky News Australia talking about the removal of Thomas Jefferson from New York City Hall.
Do you reckon we value history anymore? Do we respect our institutions, the principles that they're founded upon? Do we even respect the people who, in days gone by, advocated fresh ideas and laid out the foundations of our civilization, allowing us to live in the most prosperous, free and creative of times ever?
Oh, maybe ask Sally Hemings that.
Some of these things. Well, some of us do. And so it is that in New York City, a statue has been removed from City Hall. For 187 years, this likeness of Thomas Jefferson has been proudly displayed in City Hall. Founding father, diplomat, polymath, towering figure, and the third president of the United States, Jefferson has now been taken away in shame.
I heard he was Australian too.
More than 2 centuries ago, his Virginia plantation used slave labour. He was born into an economy that was built on the repugnant reality of slave labour. It's all he knew at that time. He was actually part of early efforts to end slavery.
Well, there you go. There you go. That's Australian news. And let's take a minute. Hey, Carmelo. Carmelo Marcus Anthony has entered the building. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you there. Are you wet? Are you wet? I'd like to get a little more wet myself. This has been a crazy week, and I'll be doing a special Thanksgiving goodbye. Yes, Mello, do you want to join me on that? We'll do it together. We'll do it together. Let's see now. We're gonna play a little music. Wasn't that what we were talking about? This music comes to brought to you from the Peasant Revolution band. This is their album Kent State. Let's listen to this. Oh, all right. Oh, that song just puts me to sleep every time. Yes, that's the Peasant Revolution band in Kent. And that album is available on iTunes, and we're listening to it courtesy Spotify right now. I guess it's an album about Kent State. And just that little bit was taking me back to a time when I went to college I was telling them about that Bobby Knight and all that. Oh, I was unpopular, especially Wildcat fans. This song takes me there. Devo kind of. Here it gets cooking. This is the diva part I was talking about. talking about. Okay. Well, that's the Peasant Revolution band and their song Friday at Kent State 1970 from the Kent album. Let's get to the point. And speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a special holiday message. And I guess that's kind of it for the news. So let's go to Studio Tech if we can, yes. Yeah, and we're going to take that thing. We're going to do the camera 3 routine, right? And Mello, you still here? You want to join me on this? Carmelo? Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? He's gone. He's gone. I meant to join him. Well, listen, I can do this by myself. Let's take a quick little walk to camera 3. Now, some of you this may be a difficult Thanksgiving. Maybe some of you are getting together with family. Maybe some of you are not getting together with family. Present company excluded. But one thing I can tell you, stand over here, okay, is that we always have a family, a community here on the internet. And that's why I implore you to cuddle up with a nice book and a nice cup of wine or some bourbon, perhaps, and watch yourself some Trench Digger, right? You're doing yourself a favor. I hear they got new episodes of the Peasant Revolution Band Variety Hour is being updated to try and make the January 2021 timeline. And supposedly tonight they will be releasing the first episode of the controversial Season 5 2020 lockdown season. So hold your hats. That is coming out tonight. Syndicated 2020 January 27th edition tonight. So I don't normally like to shill. I like to give my opinion. And my opinion is whether you got family in the real world, the fake world, at work, at home, in the river, in a van, it don't matter. You're always considered family at the Trench Digger YouTube channel and our new Odyssey channel is willsrumble.com. Come visit us. Give us some feedback. Curl up with the book, the bourbon, and some Trench Digger. All right, that's enough of my spiel. Happy Turkey Day, yeah. Happy Turkey Day. Ow! Oh, I love me some turkey. I don't know if the fixins will be in for sure or not, but I can tell you this. I sure hope to be enjoying myself this Turkey Day. Turkey might be imaginary. It's not for everybody. There's tofurkey. And again, there's bourbon and wine and beer. I might have a beer or a Coke. So I just want everyone to be thoughtful this year, at least in presents, because I think we've had enough of the thoughtfulness. I think we can all agree about that now, right? Let's get some nice, thoughtful, really empathetic people to the forefront. And let's cook their hides for... We don't get no turkey, we'll cook the people, yeah? What Alex Jones say? I'll eat your ass. Yeah. All right. I'll get on with it. Have a turkey day. Let's do this. Yeah.